electrifying. It's nowhere I go, any of my team, definitely Floyd, where people aren't talking about Mayweather and McGregor. This shit is big. I'm not even going front. It's big. People can downplay it and call it whatever they want to. This is big. It's big.
So, Badu Jack and Gervonta Davis both put on really impressive performances here in January. Just wondering if there's any update on the undercard on either of those guys.
No, I'm working on it. I'm working on it, and I'll have something in the next probably a week or so. Okay. It's a lot. It's just, you know, you just can't just throw together stuff. I mean, sometimes you get started with doing some stuff, and you have some very, very good intentions, and you know, because my initial intentions were to really blow you guys away with what I'm gonna do, and I'm still gonna put together something very good. You know, we're gonna have the whole week is gonna be good. Put it that way. The whole week is gonna be good. I'm doing a show on 22nd, which is Tuesday.
Leonard, do you think it? To your left. Leonard?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Do you think it's important to have an electrifying undercard because the main event could end up being, well, it's expected to be one-sided, so do you think it's important to have that undercard of explosive fights?
Why do you say it's one-sided? I'm just curious.
To be honest, skill set-wise, experience, everything, I can go down a list. I mean, there's no chance for McGregor personally.
Okay, well, there's a lot of very intelligent people here that I've been knowing for a very long time, guys who I really respect, you know, the Tom Heilsers. There's a lot of guys in here that I've been knowing for a very long time. I want to see a raise of hands, and how many of you media members pick Jeff Horn? Be honest. You picked Jeff Horn.
Yeah.
For real.
No, I didn't. I didn't,
Okay.
but Jeff is a boxer. He's an experienced boxer, so that's.
Is he a full-time boxer?
He's still boxed.
Okay.
And still was an amateur, still was an Olympian too.
Listen. When it comes down to this boxing, excuse me, when it comes down to this boxing shit, it's a lot of times, and I'm not saying this to slight anybody in any way, but if you ain't been in there, it's quick to say that, oh, this fighter don't have a chance, but to a T, I see there's only one guy, and all of you guys are considered experts. All of you guys are considered experts. And there's not one of you in here, with the exception of my man over here to my left, that picked Jeff Horn, and I'm not saying that he went in there and he unanimously beat Manny or whatever, but the circumstances are what they are. He was in a competitive fight that nobody thought or gave him a chance to win. Even Manny Pacquiao, if he's very honest with himself, he would say that I didn't think that he had a chance. You know, I'm sure that his promoter would say the same thing. And then what happens is you end up in a situation where it's like, damn, he's the winner and he got the victory. But that's what happens when you get to looking ahead and you take guys for granted. And see, one of the things that I think that Floyd has been very, very successful at is because he never takes anything or anybody for granted. Regardless of what any of you guys say, he's always prepared and he comes ready. And I'm not going to never say that, oh, a guy don't ever have a chance. As long as a guy, he got two hands, anything could happen. You know, I think it was probably a couple weeks ago, I was going back and looking at a lot of footage. I was studying Conor McGregor and then looking at some old Floyd footage. And I was really, really shocked at how, I think it was at the fourth round and Donald won, how it was just a weird shot that Floyd got caught with. And it was just like out of nowhere because it was just awkward. And that's what happens when you're fighting awkward fighters. Mostly, you know, because a lot of these fighters have, you know, great amateur backgrounds, and you kind of, you know, fighting is a rhythm thing. You know, you kind of, you know, but as Floyd say, you know, most of the guys are ABC 1, 2, 3. It becomes a little unorthodox when you got guys who do things a little different. You know, they're awkward. Anything can happen in these fights, and I'm a firm believer is that that's why you prepare. You know, I done been in situations where I done seen, I think it was the Hernandez fight. As you know, Floyd hurt his hands early in the fight. A lot of people didn't know that. They knew later in the fight where, you know, I think they were trying to say knockdown or whatever, where he fractured both of his hands. What happens if he comes out in the second round and he cracks him upside his head and he turns the hook over and he hurts both of his hands? What happens? Any damn thing can happen in the fight. That's why it's just like, that's why you fight the fights. And the more and more you guys consider to say that that guy don't have a chance, I know he's sitting over there licking his chops and he's sitting there like, okay, he got a chance that's as good as anybody else does.